It's July. This is my July video. In actual fact, it's the 31st of July. It's the end of the month. So this is the one where I know that I've got all the preceding weeks of stuff to edit together, because that's it. I've got everything I'm going to get for July. Last thing I've got from July is this package here, which just come from the Netherlands. So we'll see what we've got from the Netherlands. This is aha, yeah. It's a compilation. Antoine Duhamel. I had not got anything by him, and I was aware that it would have been his birthday yesterday on the 30th, Sunday. So it's a shame this didn't turn up a day earlier, or I could have shared it on the Soundtrack Collectors Facebook page, where I am kind of known as the guy who celebrates people's birthdays. But hey, a day late, never mind. Still worth getting some stuff by him. So this is a compilation that will introduce me to that. Yeah, so what do we got? Also film titles in French: Pierrot le Fou, Le Voleur de Tibidabo, L'Affaire Macorel, Weekend, and so on and so on and so forth. They're not familiar to me, but hey, we've got the booklet. Is the booklet entirely in French? Yes, it is. Oh no, the second half of it is in English, so I will be able to read that without difficulty. Anyway, so there we are. Onwards and upwards into the earlier parts of the month. Now, I've just come back from another one of my long weekends in Kent. This time I did not visit any record shops or record fairs, so I've not come home with any vinyl. Of course, I was trying my hardest to be good. However, I've come home to several deliveries. So what have we got? This is one of those corrugated iron blistered packs from Alliance Entertainment, Shepherdsville, USA. Apparently. Let us discover what this is. Ah yes, this is something that I ordered a long time ago and I had to chase up because it hadn't turned up. This was after I realised that my Bill Conti collection, upon the time of his birthday, which was in April or something like that, I didn't have any Karate Kids. I bought Karate Kid and I ordered Karate Kid 2, and it's taken all this time for Karate Kid 2 to turn up. So that finally has. Then I have a jiffy bag, and this has come from the Netherlands. So let's see what we got from the Netherlands. Ah yeah, that is a second-hand CD with a hell of a remains of a security tag all over the clasp of it. That's going to be horrible to get off. But there's a twofer of Franco Michelizi's Stridulum and Jürgen Knieper's Etoile. I think that's going to need quite a bit of work on that CD jewel case to get that into a decent nick. Let's just check that the disc itself is in. Yeah, the disc itself is fine. Stridulum I've had as a dodgy digital download for quite a long time. I don't have Etoile at all. I think I said last month that I'd got my first Jürgen Knieper. So this is my second. So it was a Momox purchase. I can play with getting the stickers off of that. And looks like this one is a Momox as well. Oh yes, that's... a bit of a compilation. That sticker off of there. This is a compilation on silver screen that's got half an hour of Michael Lynn's Alan Quatermain Lost City of Gold, plus 21 minutes of Nicola Piovani's Manifesto, plus 11.5 minutes of Basil Polidorus' Making the Grade, 9 minutes of The Seven Magnificent Gladiators by Dov Seltzer, and 7 minutes of Doing Time on Planet Earth by Dana Kaproff. What the reasoning for that collection is, I have no idea. But yeah, that's all. That was bought for the Michael Lynn, really. I think for the Alan Quatermain. Obviously, a sequel to King Solomon's Mines, which was Jerry Goldsmith. And then a box. Where's the box come from? The box has come from Quartet. This was standing in the rain on my doorstep, which was nice when I got home, because it is absolutely hissing down. Yeah, big box with just a single double CD in it. You know what I mean. What is a... It's a 3-disc set, but it's a double case. This comes pretty quick, actually. This is the Tales by Panaraltio. Tale of a Forest, Tale of a Lake, and Tale of the Sleeping Giants. Tale of a Lake I'd already got as a digital. Yeah. Altio's good. He's much promoted by Eric Woods on Cinematic Sound Radio, who does like these three very much. So yeah, it was seen that Quartet had done a triple disc box of all of them together. Yeah. They're a 12-page little booklet. It's all nature documentary stuff. But yeah, the one that I did already have digitally was good, and I trust Eric's opinion, so I'm sure the other two will be good as well. And we'll see what happens throughout the rest of the month. It's a very wet and blustery, nasty Friday the 14th. While I was at work, I had a record delivered. Fortunately, the couriers heeded my instructions and put it in the shed rather than leaving it to soak on the doorstep. This, if it is what I'm expecting it to be, is from Movies on Vinyl. Tear strip. That's very well packaged. Nice corrugated cardboard there. This is The Sea Beast by Mark Mancina. Mark Mancina was one of these people who was big in the 90s. What is this? Yeah, I mean, this is from last year. So this, I think I haven't had anything by him since or 25 years, probably Con Air. But this was well reviewed. People have said he made a bit of a comeback with this, so we'll have a look at it. It's a nice sort of faux leather style texture to the card of the sleeve. It's got a bit of gunk stuck on the front of it though, which is nice gatefold. What have we got on the inside here? We've got print on the inside with a map on one side and all the credits and things on the other. And sleeve with a polythene inner. Look at that, that's a sort of semi-transparent gold effect. It's rather nice. So, all we've got to do now is hope that the music itself is rather nice. Of course, it'd be a bit of a shame if it was crap after all that, wouldn't it? I'm sure it won't be. Oh, and this is a numbered edition, of which I appear to have number 23, which is nice and low, isn't it? Yeah, quite a bit of that gunk on the back of it as well. I think it's a bit of glue has caught on the surface. Anyway, number 23. It's Tuesday the 18th. I've received something from Deutsche Post, so somewhere from Germany. CD music, it says, on the little customs declaration label, so must be CDs in here then. Tip's broken. Let's try again. Fight our way into this thing. There we go. It's got that unusual kind of crinkled up paper. Now, if I was Ian Clark at this point, I would lick this thing and tell you what it tastes like, but right inside there we have tissue paper. Well, I thought this was coming from Australia actually, but maybe via Germany, who knows. This is three discs of Western stuff on FSM. The Naked Spur by Bronislaw Kappa, and The Wild North, also by him. The Last Hunt by Daniel Amfitheatrov, and Devil's Doorway, also by him. And then Escape from Fort Bravo by Jeff Alexander. Yeah. So it's like that. And just two, and like that at the back. There we are. That's fair enough. Cool. Friday the 21st now. Came home and found two things on my front doorstep, just sitting outside. This one, squishy cushioned package from La La Land, so I can Guess what's going to be in there? It's something that Victor's got already. It's obviously turned up quicker than mine did. It's a bubble wrap around a David Arnold expansion. 2 discs of Hot Fuzz. You want Hot Fuzz? Yarp. Fight my way through the cellophane to get into that. So there we are, that's that. And that. Nice 20-page booklet. Yep. Liner notes by Jeff Bond. Fine. And then what is this one? This one has come from Kidderminster. Someone has reused a vinyl shipping packet. Fair enough. Let's just slide that out of there. There we are. That's an Emile Mosseri, Last Black Man in San Francisco. Quite a nice gatefold from Lakeshore. Let's have a look. That's sort of embossed gold type on the front, printed in a sleeve. Black vinyl disc 1. Similar disc 2. Liner notes from the director and the composer. That's nice then indeed, eh? That's nice. And a plastic sleeve, jolly good. Yeah. Cool. Greetings folks, it's Wednesday, no it's not, it's Tuesday the 25th. I'm wishing the week away, Tuesday. I've received a couple of things. This is clearly a record. It has come from Shepherdsville in the US of A. I have no idea what state Shepherdsville is in, it doesn't say. Let me see what I have got. Oh yes, this is one of the few Nanita Desai scores that's actually had a physical release. He seems to get an awful lot of digital only. Yeah, with that nice bit of Photoshop work on the hair there. Yeah, this is the reason I jump. Jerry Rothwell movie. Yeah. Fair enough, isn't it? The other item, big squishy envelope from La Land. So, find the best way into this. Be some cake slicery. Over there, there. that for sealed up things. First of which is that it's actually not all that much expanded from the original, but they reduced it to some fairly ridiculously cheap price, so I thought, well, yeah, why not? And then while I was at it, I had to scroll through, see what else they've got. So I've gone for John Douglas Cracking the World. Single disc, 67 minutes. Also contains music from Phase 4. There's James Newton Howard, Primal Fear, which I didn't have. That's 66 minutes of stuff. And a 2-disc Franz Waxman, which has got Peyton Place and Adventures of a Young Man. Yeah, limited edition of 2000, limited edition of 1000, 1000, 4000. Yeah, what counts as limited edition these days? Who knows? But that's a nice selection of La La Lands. Keep me going for a bit. Now it's Wednesday the 26th. Box. Cake slice. What have we here? Bubble wrap. Oh yes. SAE, I think, were flagging that they've got a lot of John Scott stuff back into stock from his own JOS Records label. I do like a bit of John Scott. I've got quite a few of his in the past, so I was topping up my collection. So we've got Time of the Wolf with terrible word spacing in the title there. Look at that. Bizarre. The North Star. Been looking at that for a long time. I think I had a digital download of it, but and Becoming Colette. So those are nice. There's, what do we got? We got yeah, 58 minutes on one, 54 on the other. It doesn't say 60 minutes on the other. Yeah, so that's quite nice, isn't it? Actually, the receipt of these reminds me of a limerick I wrote some time ago. Ready? Some composers are famous, some not. But we film score fans know what's what. We never ask, who is this Michael J. Lewis, or has anyone heard of John Scott? Bottom. Same day, now evening. Just had a Amazon, that way up. Delivery. In the rain. Dry gloss. Okay, yes, this was in response to me discovering it was Daniel Lopatin, I hope I'm pronouncing that name right, his birthday yesterday, that is to say Tuesday the 25th. I'd only got the one soundtrack by him, which was Uncut Gems, so I thought I'd have a quick look around and see what else there was that was well reviewed, and Good Time was well reviewed. This is under his prior pseudonym, One O Tricks Point Never. Apparently, as a pseudonym, that comes from the fact that he's from Boston, and the frequency of the local Boston radio station is 106.7, and it's a kind of play on that, but it's not a very good one, is it? Of course you're going, what's it supposed to mean? Beats me. Anyway, this has got good reviews, so I thought I'd double my collection for him from one item to two. I'm blathering while I'm trying to get the cellophane off of this thing. There we go. Oh, there we go. No, come on. Come on. There we go. It's in a digipack. Ah, £3 digipack. There we go. No booklet, just what's printed on the digipack itself. Well, there we are. What's this little hype sticker say? Winner of the Cannes Soundtrack Award 2017. Well, I hope that is a good testimonial for it. Includes The Pure and the Damned featuring Iggy Pop. Quote from The Film Stage, a 21st century fast food hybrid that mixes trash television and drug culture with day-glow spattered nighttime cinematography and throbbing synthesizers, thanks to a standout score from One Tricks Point Never. Well, there we are. Well, I hope that's good then. We'll see. Greetings, fellow humans. It's Thursday the 27th. I've just been delivered 3 things, and one of these, we'll get to this, potentially interesting looking. We'll start with the other 2. What have we got? Something from Manchester. In a cardboard box. I mean, they're all CD shaped. Fight one's way through the fragile tape. Alright, so this is not film music, this is a classical piece by Wilfred Josephs, the composer of that Mata Hari soundtrack that I posted on Facebook the other day because it was his birthday, or it would have been his birthday. This is a double album. It's got his Symphony No. 5 and some variations on a theme of Beethoven on one disc, and then it's got his Requiem on disc 2, which I'd read about and apparently is well reviewed. So I thought I'd give that a go. This one has come from Wales. What have I received from Wales? I don't know. Let's have a look. Alright. That's A Scanner Darkly by Graham Reynolds, which is a promo from Lakeshore. And this one, well, this appears to have come from Birdman. It's got his name on it. Am I expecting something from Birdman? I'm aware of. Aha! Oh well, okay. Huh. It's got a little letter from him in it as well. Well, thank you, Daniel. Or is it just a letter, or is it just a piece of note paper used as an address label? I don't know. I can't get the hell into this damn thing. No, I think it's just a bit of note paper used as an address label. Lance the Burbs. He said he had bought me a copy of this, but that was a very long time ago. I had assumed it had got lost in the post. But no, it was just in his typical style of kind of gathering it up and waiting to send it with some other things. So for that, thank you very kindly indeed, Daniel, because yeah, that was the thing where the previous expansion, I think, had been by Veraeus, and it had long since gone out of print and become extremely expensive. Anywho, and then 2 other sort of second-hand bits and bobs. What have we got? We've got Millennium by Hans Zimmer, a sonic adventure for the coming century by one of the 20th century's most prolific cinematic composers. Originally composed as a soundtrack for the public television series Millennium Tribal Wisdom of the Modern World. So it's a kind of an album based on a soundtrack, I guess. It's not one I'm familiar with. So yeah, I mean, where's that? It says that's 1990s, so it's old style Zimmer. So yeah, that should be pretty good. Um, and the Celtic album, Keith Lockhart conducting the Boston Pops. Uh, so what have we got here? Scotland the Brave. Perhaps this should have gone to Ian. Scotland, River Dance. Uh, and some various other things that I'm not familiar with. Well, the Boston Pipers Society. I'm sorry, that accent's not Boston, is it? Boston. Can you do a Boston accent? I'm not sure that I can do a Boston accent. Anyway, there we are. Anyway, well, thank you very much for those. That'll be interesting. A main title from Braveheart. Sullivan's March from Rob Roy. Four Scottish Dances by Malcolm Arnold. Malcolm Arnold's always good fun. Yeah. Thank you very kindly. And that brings us back full circle to the end of the month. In the spirit of that kind of generosity, I thought I'll do a giveaway. Those of you who are members of the Soundtrack Collectors Facebook group may have seen that a few days ago I posted a picture of my 58 Dean Street Records bag. Just as a kind of placeholder, it was a day when there weren't any people's birthdays on. Imagining that some Brits might have recollections of it, and it kind of blew up and got lots of responses, not just from Brits, but from some continental Europeans who remembered coming to London and visiting the shop and having nostalgia for it as well. And it is an iconic design, that bag. So I recreated the design and made it up into a mug. Yes, so this is me kind of typesetting the thing from scratch, but it is a recreation. It's come out a little bit redder than I would have liked, anticipated. It's a proper dark brown on the original bag. You see, it's different brown, but still. Now, I'm not going to attempt to sell that because it's not my intellectual property. It's it's somebody else's design, but I kind of liked having a thing for myself as a kind of nostalgia that says, I remember this shop and I liked this shop. Well, I didn't just get one of these made, I got 4. So that means I've got 3 spares. So if you have recollections of this shop, fond recollections of this shop, and would like a mug, then I'm going to give those other 3 away to the first 3 people who comment in the comments down below to say they would like one. There you go. So if you would, say so. Until August, stay fresh, cheese bags.